What's up, guys? It's been forever since I did a video. Woo! Woo! Man. Plug this phone in. I figured I'd chill out with you guys for a while we're waiting for the job to get rolling. We're just gonna be sitting here anyways most of the day. I might as well start on my paperwork. You guys have a good Labor Day weekend? Let me know in the chat. What's up, Brian? What's up, man? Ooh, man. Man, I can't shake it. I'm so tired. I had a nice 3-day weekend. We ended up going down to my property in Shelton. And we had a lot of fun. Me and the wife and the 2 kids. We went riding with our dirt bike, and with the Coleman trail bike, and we had a lot of fun. And but on the first ride we went on, my wife lost her phone. She lost it, and we couldn't find it anywhere. And so we ended up going back out that night for a night ride, and we couldn't find it. You know, we were calling it and stuff. I figured, it's nighttime, maybe it'll light up and we'll see it, you know. It's probably about a mile long trail that we went on. It's not nothing crazy or nothing, just a mile or something, you know. So yeah, we lost it. We couldn't find it. We went out a 3rd time the next day. Still didn't find it. And then me and Grandpa were working on the... let me check to see if we're on channel 2 still. We still on channel 2? He probably don't have his radio on. So me and Grandpa were working on putting a counterweight on the backhoe. Couldn't figure that out. I mean, we figured it out at the end, but man, I was kind of upset about that. So I drilled 2 holes in the concrete that we had, and I put 2 anchors in. They're half-inch anchors. I figured, that'll hold it. You know, it's just a concrete block. Nope, they busted right off. They didn't pull out, they busted off. And then the bottom part of the counterweight is metal. So I'm like, I'll just weld these, I'll weld some nuts to it on the sides, and then I'll use these 1-inch bolts to thread right in, and it'll hold it that way. Welded it. Went to go chip the slag off, and it just busted right off. So it's cast iron, so can't really weld that. So then we figured out a way of taking the concrete block and just setting it on the arms that are sticking out, and we got it chained right now. But I'm gonna build like a little square cage for it to sit in, so it doesn't like fall off or something. Because that would suck. If that thing fell off, I'd have to get the 120 over to pick it up, or the 50 to pick it up. It'd just be a pain. So that's how that went. Oh, and then the old welder, the flywheel I was getting off, I put the new stator on, put the new capacitor on, and still no spark. So Grandpa was fiddling around with the points, nothing, still nothing. So I'm at a loss for this thing. Like, I don't even know what to do now. Like, I don't know. I'm really ticked off about that. Because I spent, you know, at least $70 on parts for that thing so far, and still nothing. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to rob the fuel tank off of it and put it on the blue one, and leave the air filter on the blue one. It's electric start, I mean. So I'd have to figure out how to get it to not fry tools when I plug them in. Anyways, good news is the super dumps worked nonstop since we got it back from the manufacturer. I know everybody wants to know about the super dump. It's going amazing right now. Non-stop. What's up, Michael? What's up, Sydney? Just getting ready to grease up the truck. Man, I need to grease up my trucks. I do. I need to grease them. I've been putting it off for a while. They need to get greased. I just... after the day has been over, this is like, nope, not today. Not today. You know, so... this week it's going to happen. I got to grease both trucks, guaranteed. So one of these days I'm just going to have to go for it, even though it's, you know, 6 or 7. Who cares? It's got to get done. So so the summer's almost over, guys. Be ready for some videos. I got a lot of videos in the pipeline. I have not had time at all. I've been working on a video of how we got the shipping containers down on the property, but that's gonna take a lot of editing. I got almost 3 hours of footage, and I got to condense that down into 10-20 minutes, you know, so such a pain. Alright, paperwork's filled out. Has the dude bike dumped me yet? Nope. Not yet. Knock on wood. Haven't ate any dirt yet. There was a time it got a little squirrely on me. So the fastest I've gone on that dirt bike on the freeway, the speedometer says I'm doing 85. Right? And I'm doing like 70 or so, right? And I'm like, man, how stable is this thing? And so I just go like this with my body, and the bike starts going nuts. And I'm like, okay, that is sketchy as heck. You know? So it's so light on the freeway, it just doesn't have any weight to it to keep it, you know, planted, really. And, you know, it doesn't have the steering stabilizer shocks, you know what I mean? So that thing is sketchy at high speeds, especially when you get up that high. I feel 100% confident when the speedometer says I'm doing 65. I feel great. Anything after that, it's just like, okay, focus 100%, Brian. Because if you if you wiggle the wrong way, you're going down, you know? So, I don't know. It's fun, though. Definitely fun. Let's see, what time is it? 7:18. They still haven't started loading me yet. What is that guy doing? They moved the plate, and they took out a chunk of asphalt, and that's it. You need a helmet cam for it. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I need to get some mounts on my helmet. Now I can do some videos. You want to see some videos of me riding it? There's some cool trails over by my property. Some cool trails. You guys will like it. If you're into that type of stuff, it's pretty cool. I just been so busy, guys. Like, I don't even have time to do videos right now. Like, work has been non-stop. And if I spent time on videos, I'd be cutting it out of family time, you know? That's where I'm at right now. Work has been so crazy. So crazy. I've been non-stop for the past month and a half. September's always my busiest month, you know? And it is this year, too. Is he honking at me? He is. He's honking at me. Sorry about that. I don't know why you guys got cut off. That was weird. I had to back up. I had to back up. They're cutting towards the house. Yeah, I'm excited. You guys are really gonna like what's going down on the property. We're really getting some work done down there. And you guys know we bought our camper that we're gonna be living in, so man, it's gonna be nuts, guys. It's gonna be nuts. I don't know what it's like, you know, living full-time in a camper, kind of off-grid, you know. Last time we lived in a camper, it was in front of my grandpa's house. So we could hook up our water and the septic and the power. So not that big of a deal. Now we're gonna have to, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. How many of you guys ride motorcycles? And if you ride, what kind of motorcycle do you ride? Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Pringles. You should sponsor me. I got another Chinese screwdriver sent to me from a company. I'm gonna be doing a 1984 shovel head. I don't think I've ever heard of that. What's that? Woo! It's getting warm in here. All this working being done. What's a shovel head? JR, you got a motorcycle? If so, what kind of motorcycle do you got? low on the air pressure. Man, he just broke that concrete. Man, that sun is bright. How many of you guys have those like Pit Viper sunglasses? Are those worth the money? I've been thinking about buying a pair of those. They look pretty sweet. I'd like to get some sort of sunglasses that are my prescription, you know what I mean? Or get, you know, like LASIK done. But I've heard that it's hard to get it done when you have like astigmatism. They can't always fix that, you know? So, I don't know. I've been thinking about doing that, but it's like 2,000 bucks. So, just been putting it off. They're loading me out with a 300. He's just tapping some concrete. It's like 4 inches thick and he just broke it. There's no way I'd be able to do that with my 120. It'd take forever to break that stuff. What's up, Ryan? What you up to, man? How's life? You getting that house ready to be, You said something about getting that house ready. And did you try that axle with the tires on it yet? Let me know how that works. I may have to borrow that thing. May have to borrow it. What's up, Brenton? Next week is the plan. Okay. Things are going good for me, Bretton. Been working non-stop. Non-stop. Things have been insane. Super Dump's been working non-stop. Finally started getting the checks rolling in from that. $7,000 a week. Boom, boom, oh. So, that's good. They finally started rolling in. Super happy about that. Honestly, having a second truck, you don't make as much, like, okay, so my Super Dump, I bought it, right? You don't make as much money on the second truck as you think you're gonna make. Unless you hire a third guy. But I'm still making a decent amount of money. Decent amount. Insurance is so expensive these days, guys. Insurance, truck payment, paying employees is so expensive. I would say on average, truck's making 25 G's a month. The super dump is. Just working day shift. So if you think about it, $25,000 a month, and then you're paying your driver $7,500, at least $7,500 a month. I mean, he's getting $6,000, but you're paying, you know, $1,500 in taxes and stuff. And then you're paying, you know, what is it, $1,000 a month for insurance? So that's $8,500 right there in driver and insurance. And then you got your $4,000 truck payment. So that's $12,500. And then you got your fuel bill for the month, which is, you know, probably, you know, $2,000. So that brings you up to basically 15 grand all in expenses. So you're making 10 grand a month on the super dump. At least that's what I'm making. You know, 10 grand a month. Is it worth the headache? I don't know. I mean, it has been lately because I haven't had any problems with it. Except for another wheel seal did go. Another axle seal. So, you know, I replaced that one on the driver's side. I had to replace the axle seal on the other side. Same axle. And guess what? When I popped the bolts off, it didn't even have a seal on it. There was not even a seal on it. Brand new truck. No axle seal. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I was happy, but at the same time I was like, what the F? Like, brand new truck and it's missing an axle seal. But I was happy because I'm like, well, at least I don't have to scrape it off to put the gasket sealer on, so it made my job that much easier. But it kind of pissed me off though, because I'm like, this is a brand new truck. I'm also trying to figure out how the side with the axle seal linked before the side without an axle seal. That blew my mind right there too. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck, man? How does an axle seal go before having no axle seal at all? Man, I can hardly see we've got something right there. The dump site is literally like 5 minutes from where we're doing the sewer, which is nice. But at the same time, it kind of sucks. It's nice because once you go dump and you come back, you get to sit another, you know, 10-15 minutes. If it was longer, then it'd just be a longer drive and you wouldn't get to sit as long before they're ready to start digging again. Yeah, so I had to fix an axle seal on it because there wasn't one. Other than that, everything's been great. Just great. Driver took it home last Friday, washed it over the weekend. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if he washed it. Hopefully he washed it. Because I paid him, what was it? I paid him an hour and a half to drive back this way from his house, so I don't know if it was worth it. We're gonna find out if it was worth it or not. I bumped him up to 30 bucks an hour now. He finished his 90 days. Can you believe that? It's been 90 days already since I hired my first employee. 90 days. It's been over 90 days now. It was 90 days at the beginning of September. So my first employee, been with me for 90 days. Oh, I hate this entrance. It's this like 4 to 8 construction riprap, and it is brutal. What the heck? Man, that must have been a side dump or something. Who the heck dumped right there? Look at this. Whoever dumped this, you guys gotta see. You guys. Okay, so you can see my row of piles right there, boom, 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 top of each other. Those are like a quarter of the size, like a pickup load almost. Who did that? Maybe it's a side dump. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know any side dumps that are dumping here, though. Whoever did it, man, those are really small dumps. They should have been dumping on top of each other. Place to dump on this. I mean, at least the low spot. They wanted the low spot filled in, which that was easy peasy. Now we're kind of running out of space to put loads unless they come in here with the dozer. That straightened this out. I'm kind of in this hole, right? But the wall coming up is angled this way. So when I backed up, I was still sitting like this. I'm like, I'm not dumping like that. So I turned and backed up a little more. So now I'm sitting flat. For a second there, I didn't think I was going to be able to dump, and I thought I was going to be stuck. The next load, I ain't going to back up as far, because I won't be able to get level by turning like how I just did. I can't believe they dumped all those small little loads like that. They should have just dumped them on top of each other. You could have drove right up on top of the pile he delivered, you know. Gotta be a side dump. That's the only thing I can think of. Holy smokes. There's a big hole right there. Anyways, just thought I'd give you guys that little update about the super dump. About the axle seal. Can't believe it didn't have one. But it honestly doesn't surprise me. I was about to do an oil change on the super dump. So I broke out my manual because I'm like, I gotta figure out what type of oil they recommend and whatever. And then I was reading it, and I don't even need an oil change yet. 30,000 miles with the pack car. I'm at 15 right now, and it doesn't need an oil change till 30,000 miles. But it just recommends 1540. Came from the factory with 1030. But that's because they're cheap at the factory. They don't want to pay for the 1540. I think Blake was telling me that too. He's like, they fill them with the inferior oil and then they recommend you get something better. Kind of weird. But whatever. Yep, so we're in town. I like this job site. It's literally only 20 minutes from my house, so it's really nice. Really nice. I like doing the close runs like this. Job site. Interesting. That sucks. That means we're gonna get done faster than I had hoped. That kind of sucks. I mean, it is what it is, so I guess it's not that bad, but that's the thing about these guys. These guys, they don't like milking out projects. They like busting it out as fast as they can to get to the next one. I didn't really think we needed an extra truck though, because I did a lot of sitting last week. But maybe they'd rather have a super dump sitting. But I'm still here. Weird. Weird. He's one of those guys that gets out of his dump truck and sits and watches it get loaded the whole time. That's the guy that only hauls half a load because like, oh, that's full. That's full. No more scoops. Those guys don't last long on job sites. They normally don't last long. I don't know. I heard there's a super female side dump operator up there in Washington somewhere. There might be. I haven't met her. You had to watch an ad, crony? So this job site, half the day it's been export, and then the other half it's been importing gravel. I am tired, crony. I am tired. We had a good weekend. We went riding a few times. Did 2 night rides. My wife lost her phone. She went back and looked for it. We got home like 6:37 or something like that. I took a shower and went straight to bed. You're out cutting donuts in your truck. Donuts and watching YouTube at the same time. That's nuts. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep. I thought I slept good, but apparently it wasn't enough. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know why I love this job site? $50 in diesel a day instead of 150. $50, that means I save $100 a day working on this job site. And I get to watch YouTube all day just about. Because I don't have to move. I don't have to do nothing hardly. Just look back every once in a while and make sure, you know, they're all good. Which most of the time, they are. Especially on this side cut. I don't even have to move because I can't really move. Yeah, that super dump's not even full. I can't even hardly see the dirt. He's taking it to a different location than I am, though. Yeah, we remember that, crony. What's up, Blake? I was just telling everybody how job site's going. How's your new truck been running? Or did you get your old one fixed yet? Did you get that new motor put in? Did you get that new motor put in yet, Blake? What's up, Brian? When do you start that heavy equipment class? It's running better than the Sterling. That's because the Sterling ain't running, silly. New motor will be in by Friday. Engine, motor, same thing, Chaka. Same thing. October 26th. That's when it starts. That's a ways out. I had to drive a dump truck a few days last week. I think I will stay on the excavator. Yeah. The excavator can be fun, and sometimes it can suck too. COVID put everything behind. Yeah, I hear you on that. Not any of my work though. I've been swamped. I've been swamped, man. I've been swamped. We've been so busy lately. September's always my biggest month in revenue. And it's my birthday month too, so I like it. One of these days I won't have to work as hard for my money on my birthday though. Who knows when that'll be. Do you hunt, Brian? I have hunted a lot, but I've never gotten any deer yet. Every time I've hunted and I've went to go get something, it's been not legal to get where I was. Like, for example, we went down to Hell's Canyon because my father-in-law drew a special tag to go hunting, and in his area he was supposed to get like anything goes just about. And then in my area, I heard somebody honking. I thought they were honking at me. In the area I was allowed to hunt, you had to have a 2-point or better. What's up, Joey? And of course, you know, I see deer everywhere, but the only one I couldn't shoot any of them. They all had spikes. It was ridiculous. Like, I could have thrown a rock and hit some of them. That's how many there were. So, this year though, we might be getting something. I got 2 game cams down on my property, so I seen a buck walking down my driveway. One of these days, your birthday will depress you the older you get. Nah, I'm turning 31 though, so I mean, I am getting older. That's still not that old, but it's getting up there. Sometimes I feel older than what I am. The body is definitely telling me, you know. Almost every day now, or every other day, I wake up and this knuckle is sore for some reason. It's not like I use it or anything, I don't. It just started hurting. Like low blood circulation or something, I'm guessing. That's the owner opinion. Yeah. But my truck is still older than me too. Yep, it is too. Isn't that crazy? I've been thinking about next year next season and stuff. My driver was trying to convince me to get another driver right now. I'm like, no, man, I'm not. Oh, I don't know if you guys are you guys even listening to the mic on this? I mean, my headset's on, but are you guys getting audio from this or from the phone? What are you getting audio from? If you're getting audio from this, you'd hear the tapping. Maybe it's the phone. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the phone. Move this over. There, that's probably a little bit better. You can hear the microphone a little bit better. So my driver was trying to tell me I should get another driver right now. I'm like, no. No, not really. I mean, yeah, I could have him driving this truck. You know, but no, not really. I'm ready, I'm definitely going to hire another driver next summer. Definitely. Definitely going to hire a driver to drive this. And then I'll try and keep the machines busy myself. And he'll drive this. And then also, like, in between, he'll be moving machines. And maybe operating, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. I think me and my wife have decided we might try and live in the camper for 2 years just to save up some extra money before we build our house. Maybe not though, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. You know. We should have quite a bit of money at the end of the season. When's the new Super Dump coming? Yeah, I've already decided, Blake. I'm not buying another truck until I can pay cash for it. It's just not really worth it for me. Like, you make money with the truck on payments, but you don't make enough to make it really worth it. Not with all the problems I had at the beginning. Now that it's working, it's doable. Yeah, not a problem. At least right now. I don't know how it's going to be in the wintertime, but right now it's like, okay, yeah, not that bad. You know, I'm only making like 10 grand a month off the Super Dump after all the costs and everything. So if you think about it, you know, I got 6 months, that's $60,000. I need, what is it, like 20 to get through winter, 30 to get through winter. If you think about it, for all the expenses, and it's probably not going to work as much. So realistically, you know, it's making me like $30,000 a year, maybe. That's really not a lot once you figure everything out, you know. But once it's paid off, then the money's gonna be rolling in. The next one will be at Kenworth. Maybe, Joey. That'd be pretty sweet with 3 P's sitting in my driveway, though. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. 3 P's sitting in the driveway. Whee! We'll just have to wait and see. For my lunch today, next one will be an Allison. Definitely. Amen to that, Blake. Next one's going to be an Allison, and I'll be driving it. You guys want to see what I got for my lunch today? Well, obviously, you guys seen my crumpled Pringles pizza flavor. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a teeny bit of honey on it. And for my dessert, I got 3 cookies. 3 of these cheap cookies. One of them is covered by the other one. That lunch ain't gonna last me that long. It's already 8 o'clock and I've already started eating lunch. Yeah. Hope it's gonna be a short day today. It ain't gonna be a short day. It's gonna be a 9-hour day at least. 8-9 hours. They try and quit. So last Thursday it was a 9.5 hour day on the ticket. So I still had another, half an hour drive back home. So a good 10-hour day. If you count all the drive time driving from my house to here and back. Today it'll probably be the same. Just depends. Put these right over my other glasses. What do you guys think? I got 2 glasses on now. I hate wearing glasses on top of glasses. I gotta get some sunglasses that are prescription. Who makes prescription sunglasses? Like that are semi-cool looking. I'm pretty sure Oakley does, but I don't want to spend $300 on sunglasses when I could get LASIK done for $2,000, Whoops. There are some other types of lenses in here. Nope. Look how dusty this is. Everything in this truck is this dusty. Can you see the dust flying around? Nuts. I found my new air conditioner though. This thing works amazing. When you get too hot, that thing works great. With a truck with no AC. This fan works, but it sucks. Dust doesn't crank as hard as it used to. See, I thought about getting transitions before, Joey, and I had. Well, did I have? No, I didn't. I never had a pair of transitions. But the problem with transitions is when you're working on something. And you're underneath it and you're looking up, you can't see jack diddy because the sun shines through the motor onto your glasses and then you're blind because then the sunglasses turn dark and nothing. No, 2 AC don't work that good when you're sitting still. And I'm gonna be sitting still all day. And don't get brake clean on them. Yeah, but that's expensive, Blake. That's expensive. Have you got it done? Have you got LASIK done? And when you got it done, did you have astigmatism? Can't remember if you said you had it done or something. Somebody else said. %1,000% worth it. Yeah, see, man, I want to do it. I want to do it. I just, oh, it's so expensive, man. So expensive. But I mean, in the long run, it's cheaper than buying glasses, because my glasses, they last, 2 years, 200 bucks. Yeah, I have a seatbelt on. It's a lap belt. This truck don't have seat belts. I mean, it doesn't have a shoulder belt. It's got a lap belt. Oh man, I hate this 4-8. This stuff is brutal on trucks. They should cover it with some 2-2 or 2-4. On channel 2, Ed? Man, they should put some 2-2 over that 4-8 or something. That stuff's getting kind of rough to drive over.
Yeah, it's got chewed up when they dumped all their stuff in here. It must have been on Friday.
Yeah, who dumped all those small loads right there? Kind of crooked. You're thinking about transitioning? No, definitely not. Never. I like having nuts. I like my nuts. Can't imagine not ever having anything dangling between my legs. That'd be weird. Okay. Thinking about getting LASIK surgery done on my eyeballs. Worth it long term is cheaper. Yes, you want to be just messing around. Yeah, that's the nice thing about these old trucks. Lap belt. That's a big plus in my book. Having a lap belt. You really don't need a shoulder strap in a semi. I mean, let's be realistic. If you get flung through the window on a semi, chances are you hit a train and you're dead anyways. I mean, no car is gonna make you fling through the windshield on a semi. I just don't see that happening. Or if you hit another semi, which you're probably dead anyways. But if you hit something hard enough that stops a semi, you're probably not going to make it. So, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys have been in an accident in a semi and, you know, the shoulder strap is what saved you, you know, let me know. I think a lap belt is plenty sufficient, though. Normally, when you get in an accident in a semi, you're running over whatever you get in an accident with. I blew a float. Does that count? Sorry about that, guys. I had old buddy call me, check to see if I was all right. There's some fires in my area, and he was calling to check up on me, see if our house burned down or not. Apparently, it's all over the news. There was a big fire in Graham, which I believe it because, man, it was smoky as heck last night. Yeah, this ceiling fan works great until it gets above, 75 degrees, and then it just circulates the hot air around. And it's about useless. Yeah, it works great until it becomes a heater. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, once it starts blowing the hot air off the ceiling onto me, lap belts are to keep you from hitting your head on the cab. You got that right, Josh. You got that right. I went riding over the weekend. It was so fun, man. I can't wait till we get out there. You know, you're gonna have to show me where you guys went in Eastern Washington. That'll be fun. I just got a phone mount for my bike. It looks like it's going to work pretty good, so I'm excited about that too. Definitely excited about that. Now one thing I want to do, I want to figure out some way of putting like a crate or something on the back so I can put some stuff in it. You know what I mean? You got saddlebags or something? What do you use for your truck? What do you use for your bike? Dang, really, Blake? $200 a month for 18 months. That's more than $2,000. That's $3,600. Holy smokes. Yeah, I don't want to spend that yet. That's a lot of money. Next summer, Blake, I'll probably do it. The other thing is I heard if you get it when you're too young, it wears off, and then you're stuck with glasses again. So I don't know. I've heard that happening. Yeah, I took it on the freeway, Josh. I had the bike up to doing 85 according to the speedometer. And I dropped it down to about 70 and I just went like this with my butt. And the whole bike was like, oh man, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die for a split second there. That thing has no weight to it to keep it planted, you know, and keep it from like wiggling. So, I mean, it does all right. Like, I was keeping up. I was in the fast lane, keeping up with everybody in the fast lane. So I was probably doing 70. It probably does 70, no problem. I mean, I don't know if the speedometer is working or not, but it said I was doing 85, and it was on a Saturday, so I might have been doing 85. I haven't had my GPS right beside me, so, you know, I don't really know. But when the speedometer reads 65, that's a good, comfortable speed for me to be riding. But I had it up to 85, and that was sketchy. I don't want to be at 85 constant, you know what I mean? 65 is comfortable for me, man. 65, 70, you know. And so when I was at 85, I think the RPMs were up at about 9,000. I think that's a lot of RPMs. Yeah, Sydney. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, dude, definitely. Those bikes are so light the wind will blow you. Like, you're like, you know, like, whoa, you know. And it just felt like once I got above like 65, 70 on the speedometer, it just felt like the back end was kind of, you know, just like almost like it was like wobbling a little bit. I don't know if it was or not. Like, I can't be like, hey, is my back tire wobbling, you know? Or if it's just the lugs, you know? Could have been the wind or the road, you know? You just never know. But 65 is comfortable. I'm comfortable at 65. Yeah, it's the lugs. Yeah. Gotta be the lugs. But I took it off-road and I wish it had a little more low-end grunt to it. You know? Like, I gotta be going like 5 miles an hour or so. And I gotta be on the throttle a little bit or else it'll just die. Like on flat ground. It won't just chug, you know. Tires lift up a little the faster you go. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of get narrower. You got put in timeout? How'd you manage that? Yeah. Felt a little squirrely on the freeway. Yeah. It was fun though, Josh. It was really fun. I've been watching dirt bike videos, like I've been looking up trails in Washington. And some of the trails I see these guys go on, it's just like, dude, are you guys nuts? Like, holy smokes. I just went off, there's a logging road, you know, over next to my property in Shelton, you know. There's a few miles of it, and I just, you know, went down it with my wife. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching some of the single track that those guys are going down. Dude, that stuff is nuts. Like, they're going down switchbacks like that. I would be, like, semi-afraid of hiking. You know? Like, the guy gets off his bike and pulls around the tail end just so he can get down the next, you know, switchback. And it's like, dude, are you freaking nuts? Yeah. I mean, some guys, the views they get to see, though. They get to see some cool views, Josh. I mean, it's worth it, but man, I don't know. I don't want to be the one that drops his bike down a canyon and has to, you know, get 3 other people just to get it out, or 4, you know. What's up, John? We're talking about the KLX 250. That thing's fun. I rode it. I was riding down the logging roads with my son on the back. He had his helmet on and he was holding on to the little strap on the seat. He loved it. He loved it. He's always telling my wife, he's like, Mommy, this bike is the boys' bike. It's for the big boys, you know? And then he's always telling my wife, he's like, the trail bike, that's for the big girls. That's for you and Rosemary. Me and Daddy ride on the big bike. He loves it. Oh man, it's so fun. He loved it. He thinks I should just hire another driver for whatever. To drive this one and then to do nights when we have nights. Yeah, there's definitely some fires going on, John. Over near our house, it was so smoky. I couldn't believe it. You know? And here's the funny thing, like, summer is almost over. Why did everybody have to go and start a fire halfway through September? Did my wife increase the life insurance? No, she didn't. But I told my wife, I said, if we get you a motorcycle, I'm going to have to increase your life insurance. Maybe next year your night work is stressful unless you got good drivers. Yeah, I'd like to get more night work. There's just not, I can't justify getting a driver for night work because I haven't really had enough night work. I've worked maybe like 7 nights, maybe this year, nights. Probably 7, well, maybe more than that, maybe 12. But not really enough to justify hiring somebody. But if I hired somebody to drive this truck and then do nights when they're, you know, when work's slower, you know, and there is some nights, then that'd be good. We started a 2,000 acre fire last night. Dang. Hey Josh, take care, man. We gotta get out before the summer's over, man. We gotta go riding. Let me know. Let me know when. I'll clear the schedule. Probably end of September. You know, somewhere in there. God, that's never good. I feel it. Pain on the blown motor. Just past Oak Ridge in the mountains. Oak Ridge in Oregon? Man. Yeah, I remember driving to K Falls 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and driving through on, was it 97, and having fire on both sides of the road. I remember that. That was crazy. In a fuel truck. In a tanker truck, driving jet fuel in between flames on both sides of the road. That was nuts. That was like a death wish. Like, yeah, come on, baby, explode. Oh. Yeah, that was nuts. I remember that. Those are the good old days. When I was a tanker yanker. Well, anyways, guys, I've been on here for an hour, 20 minutes. Back before all the real stress. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I actually don't feel a lot of stress running my business, you know? I'll let you know when I get those shirts, Blake. You know, things just haven't really, you know, I don't know. I've never really felt the stress of business ownership, I don't think, you know? There's been a few times where I have, you know, like when the county started trying to find me that $1,000 a day, that really stressed me out, because I'm like, oh no, like, I'm thinking in my head, they're gonna come repossess, they're gonna come take all my stuff, you know. I don't know what they could do, you know, so I was just like super stressed, you know. I ordered the Milwaukee right angle impacts and a welder / plasma cutter yesterday. Dang, spending big money over there. Up 62.84. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Nice chatting with you guys. Nice hanging out. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to pound that like button, you know, and check out all the other content we got going on. We got a lot of playlists now, so I'm gonna have to make a playlist for the motorcycle pretty soon, or the motorcycles, because we got 3 bikes now. We got a Coleman 200. We got this as kind of a Frankenstein pit bike my neighbor made, and then we got the KLX 250. So I'm gonna have to do some videos on those. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one.